Good morning, and welcome back to No Man's Land. I'm Pakamika. There's that. Today, it's April. It's time to plant the soybeans. And I'm also going to show you I spent money, and I bought this plot of land here, which is land 46. And I sort of put out in two fields of grass, one on each side of the road. I have some trees to cut down to make a little bit of money, and I moved the silo for silage manufacturing here. So it's closer. It's like not that far from town, or what is considered a town over there. So it's quicker to sell. I am doing grass because money is gonna be tight, and this is one way to make sure there isn't too much delay between improvements or anything like that. I'm going to go over the fields with one more application of fertilizer, which is a big cost, considering. I mean, it's not a huge cost, but it's a cost because you can harvest a field of grass like 4 times a year, and to make the most out of it, you need to fertilize it 4 times a year. It's not a big deal because you don't use too much fertilizer per field, but with the fields that you have, it still adds up. I'm also going to show you around a little bit what else I've been doing, or things I forgot to show last time when I went about doing it. So, I don't know if you saw this, but I did get a second larger kind of a sprayer here. This red one over here. It can hold 3,200 liters of fertilizer or lime, which is great because need it. Right now, I only have 1,450 liters of lime left, so I need to buy more. No problem. Sorry, fertilizer. I also put in a ramp over here, so I could easily, with this stair and this one, drop off the stone in here and get it sorted. It's a nice little addition. Doesn't do much other than that. I also have a worker helping out on the field here. He's currently busy planting soybeans on that field, as I am, and I'm gonna plant soybeans on that field, and I'm gonna be rolling the field later. But for now, let's just see how far we can get with this application of fertilizer. First and foremost, let's look at here. How is the application of fertilizer in that one, that one? Oh, they have full applications. I don't need that. Great. This one, as I said, need rolling. This one need rolling. I really wish that, stop saying all the time. Now, what I really wish is that Courseplay would allow me to, create field. Like if I do this, I could just click on a field and it sort of detect the edges. So it creates it, because if I have a tractor selected and do this, it does detect the edges. But with this tool, it doesn't recognize the field. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't detect the edges here, which is a shame because that would be make it easier for me. But then again, it's not the best thing. I mean, the, I'm using the program wrong, but let's say I'm going to start a job here um, with the sprayer, up and down automatic. You see, it goes way out on this side, And if I'm gonna do it on this one, I think it's slightly better. No, it goes way out. I don't know why. It's like it doesn't detect the field edge properly. So when I have to manually draw the field, we don't want that. I think I have to be inside like this. But I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what it is that it's calculating, is if it's the dots or if it's the lines. And we save this, yes. Now if I select to do a job on this field, it still goes outside. I mean, wait, this kind of makes sense actually. It makes sense because the tool is wide. So for it to get all the way across. Okay, let's try it again. Again, could be that I'm just stupid. Not doing it properly. One there, one there, one there, and there, and then combine. There we go. Yeah. Uh, 46, brass 1, 46, brass 2. Okay, now they're found here. Excellent. See how much lime is needed? Before this number was higher, I think. But yeah. See how much grass does this one need? 600. Yeah, sounds about right. Anyway, I don't need this one, so let's put this back and get started on the rolling on the field. I've done a little bit of autoplay coursing, or courses, or paths, so I can send vehicles up to the shop, send them back to the farm. Still have to do a little bit more, but it's a start. And I have a tip that I've been implementing myself to make it slightly easier to do certain things on a field, of all the steps you need to do to try to get the maximum yield on a field. I will show you. Why did you miss that part? Let's check this out. Why are you missing that part of the field? Is that not within your... It looks like they're supposed to be within the field there. Okay. Anywho, this roller, I don't like it because it's always on the ground. But that's not the thing. Well, you see how it's very difficult to see. There you can sort of see a slight variation in color between those two sides. Maybe a little bit more there, but it is kind of difficult to see. So the strategy I devised, I mean, yes, I can do like this, but it's not the most amazing strategy ever, but it is one that works, which is the important thing. And I will show you. At least it works for me. Don't know what method you're using, if you're using any. You may be having hired help to do this for you. Whatever you do, and it works for you, great. So we park, or we stop, get out. There. I just use, I think this is measuring tool, the mod measuring. So it's sort of, you can see that it measures in the F1 help menu. So if I place that there, then I just use that as a marker to line up for my return trip. And if my trip was straight, yes, you can sort of make it out a little bit, the difference between the two fields or the two applications. Then just Alt right mouse button and you remove the trigger. Not that I need it, other than maybe measuring the length and width of the field, which could be interesting. But right now this is one way of doing it. I guess from this side you can see the application line better. And it's easy to do it on this field at this point here because it's kind of a flat surface, so the tractor isn't like gravitationally pulled one way or another. Once you get to closer to that tree edge there, the field sort of buckle up a bit. So it might be more difficult to get things sorted. I won't do any supercuts or any cuts in this video. This is this video. Reason being, there isn't much happening other than what I'm doing at the moment in this month. So next month I will be cutting the grass. Don't know if I will still keep this grass field here. I think I will for now because it could be useful, the extra grass coming in. Okay, 270. There we go. Maybe a slight overlap, not much, but a little bit. So just use this time to sort of chat a little bit. I won't be getting any more fields for a while to buy, even if they come up in price, because I am low on money and I feel like with the timetable set at 3 times time, basically, I can now with 2 tractors I can get things done much quicker, which is great. Definitely need to get things done quicker. I can do more things. I have a worker hired to do stuff there, and my combine will be the tricky one, kind of, because that one is still the starting combine you get on this map. Did I put it in? No, I didn't. There we go. So it's not going to be the greatest in terms of getting things sorted or quickly done or anything like that. So my next big project or thing to purchase will be a combine, which is why I won't be nice spending money on anything else. This is the one we have. It's got a somewhat decent tank. The ones I've been looking at is maybe possibly this one's. Tanks are kind of smaller though, so I guess it wasn't those. Which one was it I was looking at? Maybe this one. Tank isn't that much bigger. 5600 versus 4900, so just slightly bigger. But the thing that I want the most out of my harvester is the header. This one is 5 meter width. I want a header that is more than 5 meter, so it's quicker to do things. I think I have to go over that area by myself a little bit. I could combine these fields, but don't feel like it. Two 272. It's great having a steering wheel for this kind of stuff. Let's make it easier in a way to get this sorted out. Go. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. Good. Anything on the market that I can buy? No, nothing. I could buy some cereal. It's great breakfast. Just need some eggs from a chicken and things like that. Also looking at the new cedar eventually, and also a thing like this. Like if I customize this one up to the 1200, it's 12,000 compared to the one I have, which is 12,000 already. No need. The fun, isn't it? Back and forth across the fields. It's going to take this. This is going to be a slow growing series because of the difficulty level and the starting equipment I have at the moment. It's going to be better eventually. And once I get faster, bigger, wider, stronger equipment that can do more of the job at a shorter amount of time, then things will progress faster. I mean, for you guys who only watch the show, thank you for doing that, by the way. It's awesome. Really appreciate it. It doesn't take much time on a 30-minute show. It's 30 minute or a 30-minute episode. It's still 30 minutes or 45 minutes or how many minutes my episodes end up being, depending on how much I ramble and stuff like I'm doing right now. But for me, it's quicker if I have a bigger and more powerful and wider equipment to get things sorted out. Like the cedar that he's using there is a 3-meter cedar. It's not the greatest. I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong. It gets the job done. But a 4-meter cedar would be quicker. A 6-meter would be twice as fast. But everything that you can get at a up to a certain size is like at least 100,000 or so in cost, and that's just a little bit too much money that I can spend at the moment. I mean, if we look at the cedar, where is it? Here. I own this one, 3-meter width, which is the cheapest cedar I can get that is worth getting, not just to gain 1 meter. 4-meter. I mean, yes, kinda, but no. It's great to have mods involved. 3-meter, not big enough. 4-meter. I think I had something like this. Well, that's not cheap. So 4-meter, it can hold a ton of seed, which is great, but it's slow. So it's not the option. I figure if I can get a repeat of the amount of grass that I got last time, where I make about 100,000 or so, then I'm in a good position to sort of buy more equipment. Like I can make a determination which is the better option. If I'm going to keep a grass field, one thing that I do need, that I think I should improve on, is the mower. And this one, the it's expensive, but this one creates a swath, from what I can understand. You can sort of see it back here. This these rollers here like push it towards the center or something like that. So you get swaths, which is great. These block it from not being swathed. And then you have this one over here. Um, this one does the same thing. However, it doesn't do it at this time. You have to. Oh, now you do it. So it's the same price as the previous one. 244 horsepower versus, which one was it? This one? 160. Oh, good on you. Sorry. I think I'm lining up properly here. You can always check the map. Yeah, looks like it. So let's do one more pass. Because getting a back mower that do the swath will save me from having to go over it with the windrower. So again, saves me some time. Another option is, I'm going to try this again, getting this one and put on front of the tractor and then pull the forage wagon behind it. So this one will sort of create a swath right away. This is probably the cheaper option. Should be able to do that with a new tractor, I think. Maybe not. Does the new tractor has? I can't check that. But this one should be able to handle it, the stayer. I have to look into that. But there's so many different types of equipments that I need to purchase. Just to speed up the process of things I need to do on my farm as it currently stands. There. 90. But this saves a bit of time though. Having two tractors definitely does. I would like to get a new roller, but as of now I don't need it. I only need it for these two fields, and I only need it once a year as it stands. Well, these three fields. Once a year to harvest whatever crop I have, or after I plant whatever crop I have. Once the grass is planted, you really don't need to do anything to those fields other than fertilize it. So that's great. Another thing you can do, if you don't have that mod, the measuring mod, of course it requires that the field has already been planted and you're just waiting to you're just waiting on to do the rolling. Is that when you get to this edges like this, you just roll it in the opposite direction, like at a 90-degree angle. That way when you roll over it, in this angle, it will change the orientation of the grooves, and then you can see where you were and where you weren't, where you still have to go. Can't really be done as if there's a worker doing other stuff or anything else. So that's one option to do things. But it's up to you which method you find to be the best. Maybe you have a different trick up your sleeve that works for you. While we're waiting, we can look at some shelters or sheds or something. That's the wrong direction. Now my idea was to combine this field with this field. I could have done that and then combined these as such. But I don't know, I think I'm just going to grit this up here so it's sort of in line with this one. So it's still going to be a slightly smaller field, but slightly bigger than it is now. Just waiting for these trees to grow up, become big boys or girls, and then so I can cut them down. But we need a place for my equipment. Sheds is always a good thing to have. There are some sheds I can afford now. This one is the standard shed that will house pretty much all my current equipment in terms of height. And I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else on this plot of land here. Why is it not enough money? I have 16,000. Only thing I need to be wary about is that I can get past here to refill the water truck. And also get past the rock. I don't know. This orientation with the lake in the back, maybe? Don't want to have anything on this side because I need that. The shed itself costs 10,000. 10,002 means that there's no not much additional cost to flatten the land around it, and it doesn't gonna make things ugly. I can do this, but I don't know. This one? Next to the rock, 220. $170, $150. I did have one that was 10,002. I mean, I'm not gonna squabble over €1. But there you have to raise the back a bit. The rock is kind of in the way. If I place it like this, navigate around it. Place it like this. Precisely 10,000. So no anything else. There we go. I guess we just placed a piece of thing there. Let's see, painting. It's this one. And this one. Plant. There we go. Nice ish. And that's been about pretty much all my money. Which was on par for the course. So, with that done, money spent, and tips shared, I am pretty much ready to end the episode. I will just keep doing a repeat of this on that field, and then I bring it in when it's time to harvest the wheat. I'll let you keep you updated on the grass. Let's see. Grass was to be harvested in May, which is next month. Here, it says you can harvest here, which is not true. Grass won't even grow in this stage. And then we harvest the wheat in July, I think it is. And so yeah, don't. So that's going to be a busy month, July. Grass and wheat, and then I will turn that field into some other crop. Don't know what yet, but I'll figure something out. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Kind of a boring one to watch, I guess, but this is stuff that you need to do on a farm in a farming game like this. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope I see you in the next episode. Until then, please take care. Have a great time. Bye bye.